Hi everybody, 19th of September, another day in my daily diary of looking after my wife Angie with the Parkinson's and dementia. It's been a funny old day today. As you know, I was waiting for Lucy coming over today, the Parkinson's the Macmillan nurse. Just to go over a few members of family of, what's happening. Basically because I'm already told, so I can't put it across and I can't actually get myself to say it to them. So granddaughter turned up and Marilyn, Angie's sister, and then Lucy turned up and went through it with them, and she put it across the way I think only Lucy can. Polite, explained it properly. Left us a pamphlet, and that more or less says it all. I don't know if you can read it back and forwards. A plan of care in the last days and hours of life. It's support information for those whose loved one is approaching end of life. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at the moment. She's been asleep most of the day. Carers have been in, as usual. He was here this morning, here before 8 o'clock. Got her washed and changed the bedding. I got the bedding in the washer, managed to get that out on the line. Got a second lot of bedding in and out in the washer and out again. One thing Angie would have laughed about was I put one of the pillows got mixed up, got a little bit damp, and I put that in the bloody washer, didn't I, with the bedding. She'd have had a right go at me, which come out all lumpy, and I've got it on the line trying to dry it, but Marilyn and Cordelie both says, that's it, it's knackered, you've got to chuck it away. So she'd have had a right go at me over that. Fancy putting a bloody pillow in washer. It's full of that fibre stuff, it's just going to go in big blobs. Anyway, so that's what made me chuckle to myself in one sense today, because it's been a hard day today, again. She had, for her breakfast, I wrote it down. During the night, I got up at 2:30. Kept glancing over at her, but I got up at 2:30, I just want to go to the toilet, so I tried giving her some juice, because I thought, well, she's had out to drink. Anyway, if looks could have killed, no chance. So I turned her on the side. At least I managed to get her turned, give her a different, put a pillow behind her back. So she was on her side. And that's it, then the carers come. I got up at just after 7. And carers were here before 8, about 7:15. And then I give Angie, kept her awake while they were just after they'd gone. And they give her, she had some juice. Now when I say some juice, I think it's like 6 teaspoons of juice. Well, she had half a tub of yoghurt and then went back to sleep. The district nurse come, checked her over. She'd been let out of hospital with a bandage on her arm with something in her arm with all things on the end, what they attach tubes to. So the district nurse weren't happy about that, said she shouldn't have been allowed out with that. So she made a few phone calls and said, no, there's no need to have it in. So she took that off, cut the bandage off and took that out. Checked Angie for any sores and any red patches on her body, and I said no, she's fine. Shut off, come back with something that the carers had needed or something. I can't remember now. I can't remember. The carers had left a note for her, so I can't remember what it was. I managed to get Angie's 2 tablets because I crushed them up in the juice. So she had them. this morning. Them's the only ones you can have. Obviously, all the others are all to be administered by the district nurses or Macmillan, Admiral nurses, Macmillan nurses, if she's in pain and that sort of stuff. She did have, when she woke up again, about, I'm trying to think now, probably, I don't know, mid-morning. And I made her some porridge again. I made her some porridge. Instead of keep giving her yogurt, she's having the yogurt. I made her some of the packet porridge that she used to like, that I used to put the fruit in. And it's flavoured. This one was apple and cinnamon, I think. So I made that and put extra milk in it, almond milk. So it was really sort of sloppy, but without being too runny. And she had quite a lot of that. And I'm counting everything spoonfuls, to a teaspoon. But she actually had 18 teaspoonfuls of porridge, which isn't a lot, but in comparison, I was well pleased. And just a couple of spoonfuls of juice again. Then she went back to sleep. Carers come 11:30, 11:45. Just a quick check over. And just said, no, leave her, she's asleep. So she'll be waking a bit once granddaughter and that comes. And the granddaughter was here for, I don't know, 12:15, something like that. Marilyn got here about the same time. And then Lucy got here about 1:00, and told them, about how ill just Angie is, and not to expect much, just make her comfy, and now we're looking at, final days and weeks. So then she went off. We was here for a while, Lucy, really nice. She chatting, and she went through some old photographs, of our wedding album and that sort of stuff with us, so she's just a diamond. And then she went off, she had to go to the doctors to get some prescription changed that was needed, just in cases, because I've got numbers to ring now if I'm either struggling things, I need help, if Angie looks like she's in pain, or if and when the time comes, don't phone, don't phone ambulance, just phone the district nurse, and they'll come out and verify, what I'm saying. I don't want to say it out loud. And then she come back with a box with some bits in, what you can give to grandkids and stuff. They can put messages on and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm struggling again. 1 minute. And I think this here, it was, I don't know if you can see it, where you can take a handprint or a footprint, which I'm going to do, but it's, when do you take it? When do you take it? And you just put your hand in this, why? That's going to set it off thinking, and then do I leave it till after the event? It's, I don't know. And I cutting of her hair and that sort of stuff. All in the little box that she brought. All sorts in it. Hey. Anyway. I'm staying strong. So Joe turned up later. That's called Elise fella. With the two lads. So they've all, especially young ones, they've been in and out, seeing the nan. Watch us feed her nan. Feed the nan. She had some more. My mashed potato with butter in and gravy. Again, she had quite a bit. She liked that. And then another ice cream lolly with the chocolate taken off. I chopped all that up and she ate that again. And then that was it, she's gone, but her breathing's gone very, very shallow. And it went very shallow before Lucy had gone this afternoon, and even Lucy said, just keep your eye on that, it's, you know, it's very, very shallow. And, you know, well, you know where we're going, we're going with this. Yeah, so, see what tomorrow brings. We'll see what tonight brings, to be honest. I've put the telly up in the bedroom. It's on now. Joe helped fit it up for me. Being a dinosaur, he managed to connect it to Wi-Fi and what have you, so it fits just nice. So I'm going to get myself done, showered. I'm going to go and sit on bed, pull the bed up close, and sit on bed and watch a bit of TV before I nod off, because I know I will. I'm tired. I'm tired all round. So yeah, I'm going to get off. Try and do a bit more more positive one tomorrow. Hopefully. Sunday tomorrow. Right, again, I'm going. Thanks for listening. I'll go and get me showered and get myself ready. Go and check if she's alright. I'll do another one tomorrow, so as usual, you take care now. Bye.